round 2 of the Everett Auto Parts Diamond Dash Series. 30 laps for the Helger South Coast Power Equipment Pure Stocks. Arthur Miek and Emily Brightman at the top of the field, ready to let them loose. Steve Bowden looks the field over. Green flag is out. We're underway, and already the 77 of Morissette try to squeeze on through. 3 wide. Brightman gets kicked up. She starts to backslide on the top side, and Arthur Miek leads the charge down into 3 and 4. Tim Ouellette down on the inside of Morissette as they race side by side for second. The 15 of Lambert, the 03 of Hendricks, and Lambert gets all crossed up. He's got to gather it back in, loses a host of spots, and falls back in outside the top 5. Miek driving the former Jamie Birch, number 14, sets the pace down the front stretch. 2 laps in on this one. Tim Ouellette having a good run, sitting in the number 2 spot. Morissette up top, looking for third. He and Hendricks battle side by side. Behind them, you've got Perry and Massa. Then Benoit in the 2, the 15 of Lambert, the 96 of Manoni, and the 49 of Tommy Blackwell. Rounding out the top 10. Hendricks edges out, takes over the 3rd spot as Morissette starts to backslide just a little bit. Look at Danny Massa trying to make it 3 wide down the front stretch. Settles it in as they head down turn 2 to turn number 3. Morissette winds up that outside lane one more time as he and Hendricks race side by side. 3 wide. Morissette gets kicked up to the outside. Perry down to the inside. Morissette in the center as they head down the backstretch. 3 wide down into 3 and 4. All this while Arthur Miek sets the pace off of 4. Little contact. Massa and Morissette make contact. Morissette in the wall. Massa's got a flat right front tire. Mike Hendricks restarting 3rd. Greg Perry and Doug Benoit, your top 5. Looking for the green off of turn number 4. Bowden lets him loose one more time. This time Ouellette hangs with Miek heading down into 1. And look at the 03 of Hendricks trying to make a move. Contact! Miek gets sideways. Does the slide for life through the infield grass and comes to a halt at the entrance to the back straightaway. And that's going to bring out the caution once again. And Hendricks point. Greg Perry to the outside. Doug Benoit and Jeremy Lambert, row number 2. Green flag is out. We're back underway once again. And Perry looks for the edge down into turn number 1 and 2. And as they race side by side down the back straightaway. Greg Perry trying to find himself to the top of the field. Ouellette battling strong on the inside, but it's Perry that's got the advantage that time at the stripe. Keep your eyes deep in the field. The 41 of Danny Massa, the 03 of Mike Hendricks try to come up through the pack. Benoit sits 3rd at the top of the field. 4th is Lambert in the 15. And then rounding out the top 5 is Manoni, but he's got a lot of pressure behind him. The 8 of Chouinard and the 49 of Blackwell all over the back bumper. Battle for second. Trouble for the 47 as he slows up on the front straightaway. Jacob Kirk now gets that machine rolling. He stays out of harm's way as the field thunders down into turn number 1 and 2. Benoit is up to 2nd. Lambert is 3rd. Ouellette rounds out the top 4, and there's a caution flag for the 47 of Jacob Kirk. Perry bringing him down at a slow clip with Benoit on the outside. Up in the box they come. Green flag is out. We're back underway. And Perry gets a good jump over Benoit. Doug settles right back on his tail and shuts the door on Lambert, the number 15. Chouinard taking a look to the inside of Ouellette down through 3 and 4. As they come off the corner to complete lap number 9. Greg Perry sets the pace down into 1 and 2. Blackwell and Massa racing side by side down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Massa up on the outside, but he's got Manoni right there in front of him as Manoni works that second groove. That's the battle for 6th and 7th. Doug Benoit all over the back bumper of the green and black and orange 0 of Perry as they head down into 1. Takes a look down to the inside. Perry shuts the door one more time. The 77 back out on the racetrack. Able to get the repairs, but he did lose a few laps in the exchange. Bumper to bumper off of turn number 4. Greg Perry setting the pace over Doug Benoit. A hard charge right behind. Benoit trying to find Everett's Auto Parts victory lane for the 3rd time. Look at the battle for 5th. Bill Schwinard down to the inside of Danny Massa. 15 down, 15 to go. This time across. Perry, Benoit, Lambert, Ouellette doing a great job in 4th in the battle for 5th. Massa and Schwinard. Contact is made. Massa goes around off of turn number. And we'll try this one more time. Some good racing in this one. Perry now has Benoit lined up on the outside for the 2nd time. Doug has been able to keep tight with him, but has been unable to get by him. We'll see what he can do on the restart as we're back underway. Perry once again gets a good jump down into turn number 1. Lambert settles into the 3rd spot. Ouellette 4th. Manoni and Hendricks battling side by side for 5th. Manoni having his best run, sitting right there on the inside as Hendricks gets the run up top, takes a look to the outside of Ouellette. Perry sets the pace by a comfortable margin now as Benoit has his hands full with the 15 of Lambert on his tail. Lambert gives a little tap to the back bumper of that white, red, and blue number 2. Trying to squeeze on by. Mike Hendricks on a tear, looking for 4th down the back straightaway. To the inside of Ouellette as they hit turns 3 and 4. Behind them, Manoni's got his hands full. The 49 of Blackwell works the inside. Here comes Massa back into the top 10. The 53 of Miek right there in the fight as well. Jazz Hands, outfield leader, 10 to go. Perry, Benoit, Lambert, Hendricks, and Ouellette, your top 5. Perry in a breakaway. Manoni slides way high on the racetrack, and that allows Massa to slide on by and take that spot away from him. Massa on a tear, looking for 6th, down through 3 and 4, takes it away from Blackwell. Field starting to stretch itself out in the front. The big battles are happening inside at the back half of the top 10 between Blackwell, Miek, Brightman, Manoni, all in charge right there off of 4. Miek down to the inside of Blackwell, and Miek looking for that 7th spot, edges out at the stripe and takes it away. Mike Hendricks closes in on the deuce of Benoit as Lambert has found himself up in the number 2 spot. Battle for 3rd. Hendricks down to the inside. Benoit shuts the door. Off of 4. Benoit slides high just a little bit, but Hendricks is not able to take advantage. Manoni comes to a slow crawl down the backstretch, gets it refired as the leader comes up into 3 and 4. 4 laps remaining this time across the stripe. Right now the battle heating up is for 3rd. Hendricks, who was once up inside the top 3, had a flat tire after contact with he and Miek for the lead on a restart, had the tire changed, fights his way through the field, and all of a sudden Danny Massa up inside the top 4. Massa up to 5th now. 2 laps to go, and let's find our leader. coming into turn number 3. The orange and green 0. Greg Perry decided last minute that he was going to come play tonight. He said, we'll see what we got. And I think what he's got is good. As he leads the charge down into 3. Nice and easy around Seekonk-08. Checkered flag is out. Greg Perry picks up round 2 of the Everton Auto Parts Diamond Dash. Second place going to Jeremy Lambert. Third place to Doug Benoit. Mike Hendricks fourth. Danny Massa, your top 5.
Facebook this week and saw this car. Didn't even look like a race car. Maybe about what, Wednesday? I mean, this is kind of crazy to be able to come out here and pick up a win. It seemed like it actually helped it go faster.
Yes, absolutely. I got a big thank you to Tommy at TFB and John Robideau and my buddy Sloppy and Junior that help out with the car. My mom putting up with me, and my nephews for always being there for me, and my girlfriend Lindsay. I appreciate everything. And everybody out in the pit that I forgot, I'm sorry, but I appreciate it all. And I like to thank, I don't have no sponsor in the car yet, but I like to thank One Way Recycling. He's like my main sponsor. Big shout out to Shane. And yeah, that's about it.
You can get some stickers on the car now.
Zoom Alt Tree.
He's got them all. Talk about the race. I mean, Doug Benoit was right there early, and then he kind of faded on that restart. But were you concerned at all?
A little bit, but in practice, the constantly kept getting better and better, and we did a couple little things to it right before the feature, and it went pretty good. I know Doug always runs me clean, and along with everybody else, you know. But the car was in shambles last week. I took a little hit at Lee in turn 2, but we got it all back together, and here we are.